Good morning. If you're watching this on YouTube, as a reminder, this is a replay of my TikTok and Instagram live every Monday and Friday. So skip ahead a couple minutes if you're watching the replay. Good morning, everybody. Come on in. Good morning, good morning. Happy Monday. How was everyone's weekend with the full moon and everything? Everybody survive? We're just going to give it just a minute or so to let everybody get on. Let's see. It was great. Good, good, good. Had a great weekend. Yeah, it was an amazing weather weekend here in Texas. Barely survived? Uh-oh. Good and intense? Okay. Hey, Miss Ann. I had a lot of fun visiting with family and friends. So that was good. How am I feeling this week? I'm feeling great. I had my checkup with my surgeon. She was so pleased and so happy. So all is on track. All is healing very well. You struggled with the full moon? Uh-oh. That's okay. Full moons are meant to bring things up. They happen that way for a reason, right? We got to release. We got to see what we're still hanging on to. And then we got to accept it and do what we can with it. Okay. So what we're going to do right quick is we're going to use the heart chakra bowl. We call this the Big Mama bowl, if you haven't heard that yet. This is attuned to your heart chakra. We want to cleanse all of that out so we can get ready for this new week. We just had the full moon in Virgo. Things are shifting, things are changing, and we need to be at our highest vibration in order to, be able to recognize the good things that are coming in that are aligned to us, okay? Because if you're in a low vibration, you're going to think that something of low vibration is aligned to you. But it's not. It's just, well, I mean, it is, but not where you want to be, okay? Think about it this way. When you're vibrating at a certain frequency, okay, let's say this is low, okay? High is going to be up here. So low is down here. You're vibrating here. And then all of a sudden something comes along and it's vibrating at the same frequency. And you're like, oh, it feels so good. It feels so right because it's vibrating at the same frequency. However, it's just as low as you are. But you're wanting to reach up here, right? But you're getting confused as far as, okay, it's vibrating. It must be for me. And then you have to go through this whole cycle again of learning lessons because you couldn't recognize that something was at low vibration because you're still down here. Does that make sense? So what we want to do is we want to always be making sure that we are grounding our energy. We're doing whatever we can to make sure that we are vibrating at the highest frequency that we can, okay? And that's going to be love and authenticity. So whenever you see something that comes along, it might feel right, but you start to recognize that it looks like the same thing that you've been dealing with before. Okay, then you go, oh, no. That was the old me. I'm going to let that go because I'm looking to advance. I'm looking to ascend, accelerate, whatever it is that you choose to say. Okay? Yes, hence who you let in your circle is very important. Yes. Let's see. Fool me once. Exactly. Exactly. Okay, so let's do the Big Mama Bowl, and then y'all are going to pick the deck. Or actually, we'll do the Fairy Blessing, and then y'all will pick the deck. All right, here we go. Just breathe and take a few moments for yourself, okay? It's less than a minute. If you're driving, don't close your eyes and get lost. Okay, here we go. Just breathe. Nice deep breaths. Relax your shoulders and your jaw. Now everybody take one collective deep breath in. Pick up all the heaviness, all the fear, all the anxiety, and blow it out quickly. Okay? That's a very simple breath work that you can do anytime. Okay? Oh, goodness. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to get our fairy blessing for the week, and then y'all are going to pick the deck that we use, and we're going to look and see what's coming up for us throughout the week, okay? Coughed it out? Hey, that works. That means you're getting rid of some negative energy. Good for you. All right, what is our fairy blessing for this week? If you did not clean your home and get things more organized, today would be a great day to do that, okay? You could have done it over the weekend. If you didn't, that's okay. Today is a great day to do that because, you know, full moons want us to get rid of stuff. It wants us to purge. And especially being in Virgo. Virgo really is not critical, but very particular about what they want in their space, okay? So if you feel called to start cleaning things out or rearranging things, do so, okay? I felt amazing. Good, good, good. You got in at the perfect time? Awesome. All right, what's our fairy blessing? Let's see, let's see. Ooh, a blessing of the white heart, and it's H-A-R-T. We have never pulled this card. Thank you for the hearts. Look how pretty that is. A blessing of the white heart. It's number 14, okay? So let's see what that has to say. Good morning, good morning. We have some changes coming to the 22 family, and I will be announcing those as soon as I get it all sorted out. It's still marinating, but I'm really excited about this. So y'all make sure you stay tuned because I do have cool stuff happening. Okay, the blessing of the white heart. The fairy gift of integrity and recognition of the sacred. Ooh, I like that. A gift of the other world, to keep what is sacred, sacred, to be given the gift of great integrity in times without such things held dear. To see the white heart is a magical event, the legendary creature of the deepest, most ancient part of the green world. The white heart is a fairy creature, a real being, and a sign from the fairy realms to you that you must keep true to what is sacred. When you receive this gift, it may seem like a burden, but do not feel this way, for it is that you are recognized as a person of high integrity, and that to keep to this is most important at this time. By keeping your integrity, by being true to what is sacred and precious to the fairies, you will be blessed with easy confidence in your own doings, a sense of rightness about all that comes, and a simple recognition of those who are not integrity or in integrity. So that's so funny because I was just talking about the whole vibration thing, right? When you are in your highest vibration, living your true life, living in authenticity, you will be able to recognize those who are not, okay? This is why it's so important to know who you are and to stay in that energy. Let's keep going right quick. The white heart asks us to recall the old gods and Hern the hunter to be blessed with the gift of seeking what it is you wish to know, seeking your own true self. That's what I just said. It gives you the keys to becoming who you're meant to be. Let there be blessings of the pure-hearted, of stripping away of what holds you back, and let there be graceful, beautiful movement in a more poetic and mythical understanding of the world. Let the deep peace of the wild heart of the forest be yours. For you have seen the white heart, and so there will be a calling to the sacred and a blessing for those who follow that pure, magical, and so very sacred call. You know, there was something that I put in the community chat over the weekend, and it was talking about if you don't follow the practices, if you don't use the tools that you're given, in your spiritual development, then you're never going to get anywhere. Okay? So this is telling you that if you follow that calling, if you live in your authenticity, if you are staying in your sacred space, then you will experience a lot more than you can imagine. Okay? So I hope that makes sense. And we'll see how all this resonates. Let's pick our deck. Okay, so deck number 1 is the Kipper deck. This is more of like a Lenormand oracle deck, but it's similar to tarot, but not just like a basic oracle deck. Number 2, the Red Fairy Tarot. Okay, 1 or 2. Tell me in the comments, and y'all help me keep track. You had a question about a dream? Yeah, that's fine. So 1 or 2. TikTok is mostly 2s, it looks like. It's hard to see because I have a white shirt on, as usual. 1 or 2. Camera 1, camera 2. All right, y'all tell me how many 2s and 1s have it on Instagram and TikTok. I can't count them all. It looks like 2s are winning. 2s are taking it? Yeah, I thought so. Okay, all right, deck 2. Y'all like these decks. All right, what do we have coming up this week? Let's see. What do we need to know this week? What is coming up for us? We're going to look at Monday through Thursday, and then we'll get Oracle after for more messages. Let's see. I feel like it's going to be interesting. Okay, so today's energy is we have the 5 of Wands, okay? So the 5 of Wands can indicate 2 things, okay? So it can indicate there might be some tension that you're dealing with. Now, this is not going to be a battle. This is not going to be something that like takes you down, okay? It could be that there's a little bit of tension, but you work it out, okay? When the 5 of Wands is direct, it means that you come out ahead. So it could be the energy that you're feeling, because this is Wands. Wands is energy. It could be that there's just a little bit of tension between you and another person. But like I said, this is something where you come out on top. Also, it would be really beneficial if you are having tension with a person to figure out how to work together. Okay, this can also indicate that you're learning how to do something in a group setting. Okay, now I know here it looks like a major battle. It's not that major. This is minor arcana. Okay, so it could be that you're working together in a group to come to a common goal. Okay, but it's going to take some work. It's going to take effort by everybody, and it's really good for you to keep an open mind, because everybody has something to contribute, okay? So whenever we have a closed mind and we're not willing to listen to anybody else, we can't get anything done. We stay on the same path. But if you take other people's input, that really helps, okay? Saturn is making an aspect to Mercury today. Okay, feeling restricted or obstacles. There you go. Where did I get the eye on my wall? Honestly, I cannot remember. For those of y'all on TikTok to talk about that. I can't remember. I'm sorry. It might have been like Hobby Lobby or something like that. It's been years since I've had it. I'm feeling lazy and uninterested in my regular work. Well, I mean, that's a struggle in itself. But it's telling you to not let that keep you down, okay? There is maybe some little obstacles that you need to overcome. Let's see what we have here. Let's see. Oh, 22 twos. Awesome. I like it. Okay, just want to make sure I didn't miss any comments. Okay, let's look at tomorrow's energy. Tomorrow, ooh, we have the 9 of Pentacles. Look at that. So when we have this as an energy of the day, this can mean a few things. Like I said, you know, I like to give you different aspects to look at because this is a general collective reading, okay? The 9 of Pentacles is somebody that is, we call her the Lady of Leisure. See, my brain's working faster than my mouth. She is somebody who has built herself up, okay? She's a single woman, very independent. Now, if you're a man watching this, that's okay. You might meet a single woman who has really built herself up, okay? But it could be you were using this energy because she is very dedicated to what it is that she wants to create in her life. It has taken her time to get to this position, okay? With her being direct, she knows that she needs to do whatever it takes to have her solid foundation, financially, physically, mentally, emotionally, all of those things, okay? She is somebody that can decide where she goes. So this could be you feeling like you're more in your power tomorrow, okay? Tuesday would be a great day for you to start really figuring out your financial plan, making health goals, making those long-term goals as far as what it is that you want to achieve. How do you want to see yourself in this energy, okay? Because you can. It just takes that dedication to your progress, okay? Because remember, if you're using the spiritual tools and living in your authenticity, then you will see success, okay? But you can't expect to come listen to these readings and then close out your app and then go about your day the normal way that you do. You have to make changes. You have to participate in your own life, okay? And another thing about her is she's very intelligent, okay? She has not come all this way being a dum-dum. You know, she's very smart. So she's learning everything that she can. She knows exactly who she is. We talk about this all the time, okay? You need to know exactly who you are on this spiritual soul level. That's how you are going to grow further and further. And she holds herself to a higher standard, okay? Because look, she's dressed up. She's in some, she's in her finest attire because she values herself that much. It's like she's one that dresses how she feels, or if she's not feeling that great, she'll dress herself up so it brings her to a better mood. Does that make sense? It's not about vanity. It's about, I'm going to do this for myself because I value myself. I like quality over quantity. I'm going to take care of my health because I value my body. You know, that kind of thing. It's not about vanity. What kind of bird is that? I'm not sure what kind of bird this is, but in the traditional Rider-Waite, it's a hawk. I don't know. If anybody knows what kind of bird that is, please tell us. But you notice she's in a red dress. Okay? What does red signify? Power. Okay? Personal strength. The root chakra, or chakra, I always say that wrong. The root chakra is all about the I am. Okay? So she knows exactly who she is, and the bird is blue, which can signify that she has no problem speaking her truth. Looks like a male peacock? Maybe. Hawks fly high above, yeah. I like that. My mom always says dress up to feel more confident in your profession. Yep. So there's a lot that can be said about that on Tuesday. So it could be a day that you're making long-term goals as far as, what can you do to embody this energy, You know, maybe you need to dress up tomorrow because maybe you're not feeling that great, or maybe you will be feeling great. Maybe you'll be feeling on top of your game. It's going to be different for everybody, okay? But she's very strong. I don't know. I love, she's my favorite card in the deck. Because this is who you need to be before you get to relationships, male or female. This is what you aspire to before you get in any relationship. You build yourself up, you know who you are, you're dedicated to your growth, then you're at your highest vibration, okay? Oh, hang on, let me read that, Anne. She says, hawk, change, clarity, pursuing your goals and dreams, protection, and honoring inner wisdom. Love it. Yeah, look at Anne's comment right above yours, and that's what that hawk will indicate. Let's dress up on Tuesday. Do it. That's who you want to be. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, let's look at Wednesday. So yeah, she makes me very happy when I see her. Okay, so Wednesday, don't freak out. We have the Two of Cups in reverse. Okay? Now this can indicate that you and another person are not seeing eye to eye. Okay? It could be, remember how I said we were talking about the vibration, if you're vibrating like this, and all of a sudden you see somebody else come in and they're vibrating like this, and it feels right, and so you get sucked into it, and it winds up being something that takes you down like this. Well, it could be that you meet someone on Wednesday and you realize that they're on that low vibration. It's like the same old, and you're like, oh, no, that's not gonna jive with me. It could also indicate that there is maybe some kind of discord between you and another person. This could be you and somebody that you're in a romantic relationship. It could be you and a sibling, somebody, it could, like a friend, somebody on that soul level, right? Maybe you're just not jiving with them anymore, or maybe it's just a wonky day, okay? So just be careful with who you're dealing with throughout the week, and make sure that whenever you're having conversations, that you're always moving through the heart space, okay? We are not trying to one-up anybody. We're not trying to overtake anybody, okay? That's not what we're here for. We don't have time for that shit, okay? If something isn't working, it isn't working. And if both parties are not willing to work on it, then there's your answer, right? So if you're feeling like you're off with another person on Wednesday, then it's just an off day, potentially, okay? If you have to have the conversation, make sure it's from the heart space. It could be that somebody comes up and offers you something. Be careful. Make sure that it aligns with you and who you are wanting to be in this space, okay? Not your old self that you were 5 minutes ago, 1 day ago, whatever, okay? Make sure it aligns with this energy that you want to be. If not, you do not have to accept it. It could be a new friendship. It could be a new relationship. It could be a new job. It could be a new place that you're trying to move to. It's something somebody comes and offers to you. It's not in alignment, okay? And it's okay to say, you know what? I don't think that works for me, but thank you, okay? That's your relationship right now, so low vibe. I know, it is hard. There's a Kazemi happening in Pisces on Wednesday. What does that mean? I can't remember what a Kazemi means. All right, let's look at Thursday. Thursday, we have the King of Cups in reverse, okay? So it could be that you're dealing with another person, and on Thursday, they decide to move away, or you decide to move away from them, okay? The King of Cups in reverse, very emotionally manipulative. So let's say you have somebody come along. Maybe they just reach out to you randomly on social media or something like that. It's going to be different for everybody, okay? And they want to talk to you, and they want to do this and this and that. And you're like, no, this isn't, I'm not feeling it. This isn't meant for me, blah, blah, blah. Well, then on Thursday, you might receive some sort of backlash here, okay? Because the King of Cups, when he's in reverse, very emotionally manipulative because he's very emotionally stunted or immature, okay? He will try to do and say whatever he wants to get what he wants. So it's either going to be a lash out or manipulation, okay? He's the one that would like love bomb you in order to get you to do what he wants. Now, again, this could be a relationship, it could be a friendship, it could be anybody that you're dealing with. So this is asking you to stay in this energy, okay? So again, there might be this tension going on in your life one way or the other, but this is reminding you on Tuesday, you are in your own power. You declare what your power is. And then Wednesday and Thursday, we have some wonky stuff coming up, and it's like, hey, stay in that power. Be aware. This is why I do these readings, so you can be aware of this potential energy. Now, this could be you. Make sure that you remember how I said, when you were doing things for somebody because you want them to love you more, you want them to do something, that is manipulation. We do nice things for other people just because we want to. Not because we want them to stay, not because we want them to change, not because we want something from them. Because if we're not doing something just out of the goodness of our hearts, it's manipulation. Okay? Yeah, they will breadcrumb. Detachment is where you are right now. Okay. I remember thinking it's a mixed drink. Okay, Gina, thank you. You're supposed to start work on Wednesday? Uh-oh. Well, just be aware there may be somebody there that you just don't jive with, at least not in the beginning, okay? That's okay. Everybody's got different personalities. I'm in a relationship with a narcissist. That's why it's so toxic. Oh, man. Yeah, that's hard. Been there, done that. Got many t-shirts from it. Kazimis are amplifiers. A planet comes into a close conjunction with the sun. The 27th is Sun, Mercury, Kazemi in Pisces. The 28th is Sun, Saturn, Kazemi in Pisces. Goodness gracious. Okay. I'm just making sure I'm not missing anything. Okay, let's look at the bottom of the deck. Look at that. We have Justice at the bottom of the deck. Okay, now listen. Justice is Libra energy. Okay? Libra is all about relationships. Now, what's going on with the North and South Node? North Node is in Aries, moving towards the I am, towards your independence, okay, to your self-realization. South Node is in Libra, moving away from these toxic, manipulative relationships or codependent relationships where you're trying to rely on somebody for some sort of fulfillment within yourself, okay? We're moving away from those into our independence, into our really, our authenticity, which brings about health, happiness, and prosperity, okay, naturally. That's not something that you would have to work towards. It just happens when you're living in your authenticity, okay? So justice means also if you're having to deal with a legal case or something like that, the decision will be fair, okay? So anybody that's dealing with legal cases is very well could be that the decision will be fair and just. So that's good, okay? Now, justice also wants to make sure that we're aware of how life is reflecting back to us. So a lot of people ask me, how do I know where I am vibrationally? And I always just tell them, it's so simple, just look around you. Really, look around you. Look at the people around you. Look at the things that are going on around you. Like, what are you involved in? And you will see where you are vibrationally. If you're not happy, you're in the wrong vibration. If you're not at peace, you're in the wrong vibration, okay? So you just make some tweaks. And it's not that it's your fault. This is not like blaming. This is just personal awareness, okay? That is the bottom of the deck. It's justice. So let's pull one from the Kipper deck. Y'all know I like to do that when y'all don't choose it. All right, what do we need to know this week? You're welcome. Whoa. And justice is also master number 11. Okay, 11 is the philosopher. It is that divine gateway. It is mastering your relationships, your connections. Okay, but it's on like a spiritual level. You go through so many lessons through your connections because they mean a lot to us, because we come from love, so we look for love, right? So when we are able to learn through our relationships and not hang on to that toxicity, when we finally allow ourselves to let that stuff go and see it as just something that was meant to bring us to awareness, holy shit, things get so much lighter. Okay? I promise. Let's see. Oh, look, we have thief. Let's talk about that. So thief can be anybody that takes anything from you, right? It can be physically, emotionally, or mentally. I was watching a video of this, I think she's a psychologist. I can't remember. She's supposed to be the expert on narcissism, right? And she says that she has narcissists all around her, and there are some she refuses to forgive because they took things from her. I thought that was interesting, coming from somebody with her knowledge and expertise. Yes, Romani. Yes, thank you. I thought that was, surprising because, narcissists is really hard to deal with, right? They can freaking do some damage. I know because I do have narcissists around me as well, okay? But the thing is, it surprised me that she was saying that she can never forgive them because of what they took from her. However, forgiveness doesn't mean that we're saying it's okay. Forgiveness means that we're like disconnecting from them, or we're like, you know what? I'm letting that go because you don't have control over me anymore. So I was just surprised at that. But I mean, she's allowed to have her own journey and her own thoughts and everything, right? And her own feelings. Whoops. Your dad was one? Yeah, I don't remember what her title is, Anne. But it could be her, the holistic psychologist. You're shocked at how it resonates? Okay, good. You dealt with 5, yeah. I mean, they're all around. So, it was, when we think about thief, okay, it could be that somebody has physically taken something of yours, right? But also, a lot of the times it's going to feel like they took my peace, they took my trust, they took my security, they took this and this and that, right? However, if you get into this space, if you are determined to be this energy, you won't worry about that anymore because nobody can take that stuff from you ever again. Make sense? If you use these tools, if you use this message that we got, okay, nobody can take that from you again because you're going to start to see the truth of people because you're living in your truth. I hope that resonates, and I hope it resonates hard. Okay? Exactly. Forgiveness is exactly that. Yeah, forgiveness is all about you're letting go of that chain that is binding you. You're like, you know what? I see you for who you are. I get it. Now, it's going to be to different degrees, right? If you're dealing with a narcissist, you're going to be like, I see you for who you are, and I'm letting you go because you're no longer going to get access to me, to my life, or anything. You're not going to live rent-free in my brain. I'm letting you go. And that's it. okay? And then you go off and you live your life the way that you're meant to live, the way you want to live it, okay? Because you're this independent person, you know who you are, you're very cool, calm, and collected and controlled. It's not that you're saying what you did was okay, you know, because I see who you are. That's not what that means, right? You can see somebody for who they are and understand that's how they're going to act. But no, it doesn't make it okay. It just means that you're not going to participate in that anymore. And you're not going to let it rule your life anymore. Okay? So I hope that helps. I've had to teach my children the same thing. Because, yeah, we have narcissists around us. And I teach them how to spot that and how to not participate in their manipulation, their bullshit. And they're learning. Oops. All right, what do we need to know this week? Look, we have home in reverse, number 27. We have a lot of twos showing up. Twos are about relationships. Let me unhide these comments. Sorry, Denise. Good. I'm glad you put up a protection bubble. And they will still try to get in, for sure. We got to be aware of covert narcissism as well. Yep. Very tough to spot and overcome. It really is. I used to date a covert narcissist, and it's really hard to see it when you're in the midst of it, especially if you're in a love relationship, because your brain secretes a chemical, your brain secretes a chemical that allows you to drop the shield, to drop the guard, and it's really hard to see the truth of the situation. This is why you need people in your life that are willing to tell you the truth, that are willing to be able to tell you what they see. And you need to be able to believe it because you are in the midst of it. You cannot see, okay? So here we have home in reverse. So let's read what that says. Okay, it says in reverse, if you don't feel at home, it's time to do a thorough and fearless inventory. What are you hiding from? Are you afraid of being yourself? Do you feel you don't belong where you are? What if you chose another path? Does your understanding of home perhaps dictate that such a place must be unsafe, unstable, or unfulfilling? It's time to love yourself and create a new sense of safety and security within. You might have chosen a situation that is familiar and led you back to the original source of your pain. Remember how I said, we recognize that low vibration and we think, oh, that feels right. We just feel so connected, or it just feels so right. You have to be aware of, does it feel right because it's familiar from your past and it's something you're trying to get away from? Or does it feel right because you are changing and evolving and realigning to a higher timeline? And that's how it feels right, okay? You have to be the judge of that. No matter, because this is an important and powerful invitation to a new you. Say no to the pain of the past. Say no to the voice of your inner critic. No to those who want to dim your light to make themselves brighter. Choose a new home. Take refuge in knowing that beauty and a true sense of belonging lie ahead. So there you go. Yeah, very much battle of heart versus mind this week. I like that. Sometimes you need advice from someone who is not emotionally attached as you. Exactly. This is why I do what I do. And I always tell people you need somebody in your life that is unbiased, that is not connected to you in any way emotionally. Like that would be a therapist, a counselor, or a coach. Because you need that third party to be able to see something. And they have no ulterior motive. Because the people that love you, they will give you advice because they want you to succeed in their own way of doing, right? But it might not be the best for you, okay? Plus the fact that we typically will not take advice from those closest to us. It's just psychology. All right? So you always need an outside source to tell you the truth. This is why I love doing what I do, because people come to me all the time and they will take what I say because I can see the outside view. Let's get some more. I'm glad this is resonating with y'all. Whoops. And the thing is, you guys, is when you get advice from somebody, that's all it is advice. You have to decide whether you're going to take it and use it or not. This is like when I do my one-on-one power coaching, one of the things in the client contract is I'm going to give you tools to work with. It's your decision of whether you're going to use them or not. It's your choice if you're going to have success in your growth or not. I can't do it for you. I won't do it for you. Okay? So it's like an autobiography of Britney Spears. So, oh my gosh, I gotta pay attention. Anyways, so whenever you get advice or you're learning something new, that is your choice if you're going to use that tool or that piece of advice or not. You are responsible for your growth. You are responsible for your stagnation, okay? If you're wanting to change, change. If you see nothing wrong with where you are, okay, cool. Angel of Strength, look at that, number 50. Woo! And it's number 50 because it takes a lot of strength to change. We're going through a pivotal time in life, and it takes a lot of strength and willpower to stay on the path that is like the new one. Because a lot of us can stay on the old path and we'll just deal with life, right? Then we get to the end of our life, we're like, damn, I wish I would have experienced a lot more. I shoulda, coulda, woulda, right? But let's read what the Angel of Strength wants to tell us. And just like the Nine of Pentacles, it takes a lot of strength and determination to get to where she is. You don't just half-ass it. It's not going to work that way. And one of the things, if you're going to get a coach or anything like that, thank you, Jamie. I honestly would make sure that they understand how you're meant to move through your life. You need to know that through your astrology, your numerology, and your human design, okay? Because you very well could be getting advice from somebody on what worked for them, but it will not work for you, okay? You need to understand that, and they need to understand that. Okay, let's see what Angel of Strength wants to say. Personal power and inner strength. This amazing angel brings the news that this is a time of increasing power for you. It is not the time to be passive or submissive, but to speak your truth and take action on your own behalf. You are capable of taking greater control and directing your own destiny, for the power that comes from within reaches out to the universe and beyond. Inner strength and unlimited resourcefulness flow through you at this time, helping you to create real results. Call upon this wonderful angel and on your own inner resourcefulness to bring you the focus and resolve to do what is necessary in order to make your dreams a reality. Okay? Because remember, 5 is all about change. 5 is that pivotal moment in life to where it's like now or never, we're making the shift. Either you can come along or you can stay behind. It's up to you. If you feel like there's more things to learn, then you stay behind. If you feel like you're ready to shift and change and be in charge of your own destiny in one way or the other, then you come along. Okay? Let's get our money message for the week. What do we need to know about this week? You know, it takes a lot of strength too to be willing to stand out, to be willing to be different. Okay? And to not be afraid and start acting like a chameleon just to feel like you fit in. You don't have to act that way. Or you get the cosmic 2x4, exactly. Ooh, we have unexpected. Okay? Now, what does that mean? Unexpected does not always mean something negative. Okay? So let's see. There's 3 ways to resonate. And I like this card because it makes you think, because anytime I say unexpected, people are like, uh-oh, when it comes to money. Okay? Because it's asking you, what are you expecting? So the first one is, are you preparing for unexpected financial loss? Number 2, this financial crisis may be out of your control, but you can still control the outcome. So like the collective freaking inflation and all that stuff that's going on right now, right? Are you letting that fearmonger you? Or are you trusting in the universe, knowing that I will be provided for? I can be the one that goes against the grain and doesn't let this dictate my life. Number 3, deal with things head on and try to prepare for the unexpected before it happens. Are you one who avoids certain financial situations because you're afraid to deal with it? Because you're afraid that if you pay that bill or whatever it is that you're not going to have anymore later on down the road. You can't live like that. Okay? When you are taking care of your financial situation, it puts you in the rotating energy of like you give out and you receive. You give out and you receive. Okay? But if you're giving it in lack, you're hitting a roadblock. So when you're paying bills, like your mortgage, your rent, doctor bills, utilities, food, all of that stuff, try saying, it's okay because I'm rich. That doesn't mean you're blowing money. It means you're giving it and saying, you know what? It's okay. I'm happy to pay this because I'm rich. I got plenty of money. Or you could give it in gratitude. Gratitude is always great. I am so grateful that I have the money to pay for this. Okay? I'm so grateful that when something unexpected happens, I have the resources to pay for this. Or I have somebody that came in and helped me. Whatever it is. Okay? Giving gratitude when it comes to money means you're in the cosmic flow of money. All right? There were some things that I had to pay for last week. And I was like, you know what? I'm so grateful that I have the money to be able to do this and get this situation taken care of. It is what it is. Because shit happens in life, and if we get afraid and run back to our hole every time, then we're never going to get anywhere. Okay? Yes, every dollar I spend comes back to me times 10. Yes. Checks are in the mail. I like that. Okay, let's do... We still got time. Let's do the Astro. Whoops. What does that say? Resonates really hard. Okay, well, I'm good. I'm glad you're here. What if you don't have it? How do you start that return? Well, if you don't have it, you trust that the universe is going to bring you exactly what you need at the exact right time. Okay? So let's say you're afraid you don't have money for a bill that you know is coming up. You affirm, The universe is going to give me exactly what I need at exactly the right time. And it could be that the money shows up in some random way. It could be that they give you an extension to pay for it at a later time. It could be anything. So you don't worry where the money or the opportunity comes from. You just say, you know what? I'm going to have it exactly when I need it. The universe provides for me always. And it's not my job to worry about this, because if you're worrying about it, that means you already have faith that it's not going to work out. You have more faith in it not working out than you do in the universe helping you and allowing things to work out. Does that make sense? And one of the things you have to really tell yourself is, you know, great things happen to people all the time. There are people out there making millions of dollars all the time. I can do that too. Who says I can't? You know, I'm a normal person. I'm a good person. I can do that too. And you stop limiting yourself. Well, we have ascendant. Accidentally have it upside down. Ascendant, entrance. Okay, you are entering a new time. Now, your ascendant is your first impression, how you enter into a situation. Okay, and this is your authenticity. So number 3, this is number 35. So number 3 is communication and expression. 5 is change. So you are communicating what it is that you want, like what your authenticity is. You're making this shift into who you are really, not who you've been told you are, okay? When you put them together, 3 and 5, what does that make? 8. 8 is financial abundance. I told you, when you're living authentically, when you're flowing through the heart space, when you are doing what you feel called to do, you don't have to worry about money, about health, about all of those things, because those will come naturally, because that is your divine right. Okay? When you are flowing through the heart space and you're doing what you feel is right, what you feel you're called to, not out of codependency, we don't do that. Okay? We're not bleeding hearts, we're not lowering ourselves down to that low vibration, right? We are helping people rise up through the heart space by holding our higher vibration, by holding space for them to come up, okay? And if they choose not to, then they have to go learn their lessons, and we send them off with love, okay? When you are doing things that you are, like, you have to know yourself. I can't stress this enough. You have to know yourself. You have to know how you're meant to move through this world, not who you've been told you are. That is the one thing that you need to do. If you have not done it, do it today. Go get your astrology information, get your numerology information, get your human design information, and then you need to be able to put it all together. Okay? If you don't know how, I will help you. Okay? Set up a coaching call with me, set up a numerology report with me, whatever it is that you need. Okay? I will help you, but I'm not going to do it for you. Okay? You have to know yourself if you want to get anywhere in life. Because like I said, you could have all of these people bitching and complaining, or like telling you should operate like this. You're lazy if you don't do it like this. You're doing it wrong if you don't do it like that. You're probably not meant to move that way. Okay? So be careful who you're listening to. This is about you entering into a time to where you're allowing yourself to be in your authenticity. Okay? And you're not measuring yourself up against anybody else. You're not doubting that you're worthy of receiving like everybody else does. Okay? This is all about you putting yourself in the, you know what? I can have that too. And I'm going to get it in my own way. I'm going to let the universe bring me what I know, what I've been dreaming of right up here all the time. I wouldn't be thinking about this all the time if it wasn't available to me. So what I'm going to work on is I'm going to work on allowing it to come to me. not going to get it, right? You're going to have divinely inspired action. That's when you feel like something is aligned to you, right? So if it's not feeling aligned, don't do it. If it is, do it, okay? But we have to first allow ourselves to have that dream, to have that vision become a reality. Make sense? I'm telling you, it is all up to you. You are the one who allows it or disallows it, no one else. Okay? Do you ever have doubt in yourself and have to shift your thoughts? Yeah, absolutely, Gina. There are times, because listen, it doesn't just happen like this to where you just all of a sudden stop doubting yourself or you stop questioning yourself. Because let me tell you, you have gone through years and years and years of programming that have created these neurotransmitters or neural pathways in your brain. And it takes a while to disconnect those and to create new ones. So yes, you will have to watch your thoughts all the time because we are always inundated with lack, with controlling thoughts, with all this other stuff, right? So you have to be the rebel that goes against that. It's like, no, that's not true. That's not how it works. This is what's real for me, okay? And people have kind of taken that too far, and they're like, you know, everybody's doing it their own. That doesn't resonate with me, even though certain things are hardcore facts, like science. You don't want to be one that goes that far against the grain. You want to be someone who is, remember how I told y'all rebels are not stupid. Fools pretend they're rebels, and they wind up getting themselves in trouble, right? So people that are out for just themselves, they're like, well, that doesn't apply to me. The rule of karma doesn't apply to me. This universal laws don't apply to me. It's like, okay, good luck, because you're going to need it. So you have to be the rebel that knows, that is smarter than what you're trying to be programmed as, if that makes sense. So yeah, you always have to monitor your thoughts and to stop that old programming, because there's always going to be someone or something around you that is in that low vibration, that programmed thought pattern. So you have to be the one that's like, nope, I'm not getting sucked back into this. This is not my life. This is not my circus, not my monkeys, right? Yes, we can absolutely do the sassy deck. But I hope that makes sense. Let's see. Yeah, if you need a numerology report, you can come see me, or you can, get a book and do it yourself. We burned Scarcity Consciousness in the Full Moon Bay Leaf, released on Friday. Nice, that's perfect. Okay, so let's use the sassy deck. You know what's funny is, Saturday we had the full moon, and yesterday it was still pretty full, right? And this morning I woke up and I was like, oh, I saw my grandfather in my dream, and I haven't ever seen him since he's passed away. So I told my mom, I was like, hey, I saw him in my dream, give her a little bit of background as to what I saw. She's like, that is so crazy. She said, because before I went to bed, I was thinking, why haven't I seen him in my dreams yet? And she goes, and then you dreamt about him. And I was like, I'm your gateway. Okay, we have a few seconds left on Instagram. It's about to shut off. What is our sassy deck message? It says, because fuck it. Rebel. What was I just talking about, y'all? Rebel. Because fuck it. Okay? Instagram, you're about to cut off in about 25 seconds. This is what I'm talking about, okay? Rebel, but don't be a fool. Know what you're doing. Know what your cause is. Know what your authenticity is. And that's how you go against the grain, with knowledge, with this energy. Okay? She stands alone. Bye, Instagram. Have a great day. I'll see you Friday. It is a great message, right? So use this energy, use this message. If you missed the beginning, I'm going to put it on YouTube like usual, and you can go back and watch the full thing. But if you need anything, I'm always here. The link is in my bio. We have a whole community. We have all kinds of stuff for you to get in where you feel like you're aligned to, okay? So I hope you all have a wonderful week. Excuse me. I will see you back here Friday morning, 9:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. And like I said, if you need anything else, the link is in my bio, okay? Mwah. Love y'all. Have a great week.